What's up, YouTube? Dame time. Damian Lillard is returning to Portland where it all began. Dame is signing with the Portland Trail Blazers on a 3-year, $42 million deal and a no-trade clause. Yes, you heard that correctly. Dame told the front office, "You traded me one time to a team I didn't even want to go to begin with. The second time, I get to choose if you want to trade me this time and where that is to." So, yes, he got a no-trade clause. The first thing I thought when I first saw this move is I thought it was very surprising. I was really shocked. I thought it was probably one of the more surprising moves of the offseason. Probably second behind Miles Turner leaving to the Milwaukee Bucks, just because Miles Turner spent 10 years of his career in Indiana and they just went to an NBA Finals. So to see him leave, I was very shocked when that happened. But this is up there for me, man. Damian Lillard, I thought at this point in his career, would join a contender. I thought maybe the Rockets or the Wolves, just to name a few. I really thought at this point in his career he was going to ring chase, honestly. But I do remember in his time in Portland, he was calling Paul George out for ring chasing and things like that. So to see him like actually stand on his word, I know he kind of did ring chase when he went to Milwaukee, but I guess now I just think this is more of a personal move for Damian Lillard. I know his family still resides in Portland, and that's where obviously he raised his family, spending I don't know how many years, 10 plus years in Portland. But honestly, man, let's just talk about the basketball side of this move. Damian Lillard likely won't play until the 26-27 season. We know this because of the torn Achilles he tore it in the first round of the playoffs versus the Indiana Pacers. So that's definitely going to keep him out. Unless, Portland miraculously goes on a deep playoff run, which is there's like a 1% chance of that happening in this tough Western Conference, honestly. But honestly, man, when Damian Lillard is back in the 26-27 season, this is a very good team. You got Drew Holiday, who's a future Hall of Famer, obviously a two-time champ with the Bucks and the Celtics. You got Shaedon Sharpe, man, who I think Shaedon Sharpe can emerge as an all-star next season. I made a video already about this in my breakout players, and he was one of them. Averaged 18.5 points per game. I think he's only going to get better, especially with Anthony Simons now out of the picture. And Damian Lillard won't be in the picture until after next season, so we'll see about that, man. But Shaedon Sharpe, I'm buying all the stock in Shaedon Sharpe going into this season. I think, his high flying ability. He needs to work on that 3-point shot a little bit, but man, this guy is truly special. He really is truly special. And then you got Deni Avdija, man. Deni Avdija quietly had a very underrated season, averaging 17, 7, and 4 on 48, 36, 78 shooting splits. That is absolutely amazing. This guy could also be a breakout candidate. Not sure if he could be an all-star. I think if this team were to have an all-star, it would definitely be Shaedon Sharpe. I'd probably pick Shaedon Sharpe before Deni Avdija. But Deni Avdija, man, quietly, underratedly could be an all-star. But if, like I said, if I had to pick, it would be Shaedon Sharpe. And then you got Toumani Camara. Toumani Camara he kind of bursted on the scene last season, making All-NBA second team, man. All-NBA second team, amazing defender, one of the most elite defenders in the league. I'm glad he got his respect last season. And then you got Scoot Henderson. So Scoot Henderson is kind of a guy that people believe to be out of the picture now with Dame signing there, but people got to remember Damian Lillard's not playing next season or this season, whatever you want to call it. It's approaching. This upcoming season, Scoot Henderson is not going to be Damian Lillard is not going to be playing in this upcoming season. So Scoot Henderson is still going to be able to showcase his ability, man. I know Drew Holiday and Shaedon Sharpe will be the starting backcourt, that's for sure. And then Scoot Henderson still in that six-man role. I know you Scoot Henderson fans are kind of frustrated with this, especially now getting Dame. I don't know. I think it's too early to tell for a change of scenery. I think a change of scenery for Scoot Henderson could be on the horizon, but not quite yet. Like, I don't think you need a rush to, change of scenery. We'll see how this season plays out. I do think he's going to be able to develop the most in a starting role. I know this, but man, just give him a chance. Give him a chance. I think, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. And then we got Jeremy Grant. Jeremy Grant had a down year, sort of, I guess, with Portland, but the year before that, he was amazing. Jeremy Grant, I know some Portland fans are kind of falling off the boat or whatever you want to call it with Jeremy Grant. I don't know. This is another good vet on the team. I mean, Damian Lillard, Drew Holiday, and Jeremy Grant as your vets. That's pretty solid, man. That's 3 amazing vets right there. I still like Jeremy Grant's game. And then you got Rob Williams. I'm a Celtics fan. I love me some Rob Williams. I thought he could have won Defensive Player of the Year had he not gotten hurt that year that Marcus Smart won it. I believe that was in 21 or 22. One of those years, man. Rob Williams was amazing that year. And I just think Rob Williams, with him, it's always been health. This is sort of a loaded, center room. They did trade DeAndre Ayton, but they did draft Young Hansen. They also drafted Donovan Klingon last season. So this is a very solid center room. I don't know what Rob Williams. I don't know if he's the starter. I would probably guess that Klingon's going to be the starter. Rob Williams, I don't know, honestly, man. Rob Williams or Klingon. I would probably guess Klingon, but Rob Williams, man, I really like his game. I really, really do. And then Young Hansen, I already mentioned him. Young Hansen is super raw. I've been watching him in Summer League, but man, this guy, he's special, man. Getting the ball at the top of the key, making these Nikola Jokic type passes. It's been very fun to watch in Summer League. And then Klingon, I think Klingon is going to be one of the best shot blockers in the NBA. He just needs sort of the minutes. He didn't get it last year just because of Ayton, because of Rob Williams. I know Rob Williams was banged up, but Klingon didn't really get the minutes I wanted him to with the Portland Trailblazers last season. So I think for sure he'll get a lot more this year. But man, this is a very good team. This is a deep team. Like I mentioned, you got Drew Holiday, Shaedon Sharpe, Avdia, Kamara, Scoot Henderson, Jeremy Grant, Rob Williams, Jan Hansen, and Klingon. Like that is a very solid roster. And then obviously adding Dame the season after. But man, they finished with this 12th seed with a 36-46 record. And I think they got better this offseason. I truly do. I think Drew Holiday, any team he goes to, I think he makes them significantly better. They did lose Simons and Ayton, but they added Holiday and Lillard. Like, I don't think this team took a step back. I don't know if they took, a huge step forward, but I do really think that Drew Holiday's impact is going to be significant on this team. I really, truly do believe that. I think when healthy, man, I think this is going to be a sneaky good team. Like, I know the Western Conference is stacked. You got OKC, you got Denver, you got Houston, you got Minnesota, you got the Lakers, you got the Clippers. Like, you got all these teams in the Western Conference. But I truly do believe that this Portland team can be that sneaky team. Like, this very sneaky young team. Sort of maybe like a Utah Jazz on the come up with Rudy Gobert and like a Donovan Mitchell, something like that. Like, I think Klingon could be your Rudy Gobert, and then Shaedon Sharpe could be like your Mitchell. I really do think that highly of Shaedon Sharpe. Like, I think people don't realize how good this man is going to be, man. Shaedon Sharpe truly is special. I'm buying all the stock I can on him this season. But, man, to talk a little bit more about Scoot Henderson, I know Scoot Henderson has, I don't know if he has a big fan base, but I've been seeing a couple like fans on Twitter of Scoot Henderson really mad at this move about Damian Lillard. And I don't think it's going to be that bad for him. Like you guys have to remember Damian Lillard is not playing next season. So, I mean, and I think it's probably going to be good for Scoot Henderson to learn under Damian Lillard's wing. I know some people say that mentors in the NBA are kind of overrated. And I guess you can make the case for that, man. But I just truly don't think people need to panic, at least this season with Scoot Henderson. I think he's going to be fine. And I think he's actually going to benefit from having Damian Lillard on the team. Like, this is not Damian Lillard in his prime. Like, when he comes back, I believe he'll be 37 years old. So you don't have to wait that long for Scoot Henderson to truly get his time, man. So Scoot Henderson fans, I just want to tell you, like, calm down. It's going to be fine. And he still gets to showcase everything he's worked on this offseason next season. So we'll see about that, man. But anyways, man, that's pretty much going to do it. I just wanted to come on here quickly and cover everything about this Portland move because I was very shocked. Let me know on a scale of 1 to 10, how shocked are you on this move? How good do you think this Portland team is going to be when Dame returns? Even this season, I still think they're going to be pretty good with Drew Holiday, Shaedon Sharpe, and Denny Avdia. Like, that's a solid trio right there. You got Kamara. Like, the starting five of Holiday, Sharpe, Avdia, Kamara, and Rob Williams / Klingon. I don't know who's going to be the starter. Like I said, I could really see both of those guys starting. I think both of those guys are starting caliber bigs in the league. But yeah, man, I think that's a solid starting five. And then I don't even know. Is Grant going to come off the bench? I assume Grant's coming off the bench because I'm not bringing Avdia or Kamara off the bench. No way. No way. Those guys are for sure starters on this team. So we'll see what ends up happening, man. But this is a very, very solid roster. But yeah, that's going to do it for the rest of this video, man. Comment down below. What do you think of this Portland move? Are you moved by it? Are you not moved by it? Just let me know. And do you believe that Damian Lillard can return to an all-star form? It's going to be tough with that torn Achilles, especially at this age, man. But comment down below. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.